Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're looking at making a Valentine's card. We're almost at Valentine's Day, and whether you're sending it to a partner, a husband, a loved one, a family member, or just because you want to send one to a friend to say that you're thinking of them, I thought we would do something which was fun. So the colours I've chosen are a pink. Now you can choose, we've got 3 different really good pinks, and I thought I'd bring them out because they are very similar in colourways. So we've got the new one, which is polished pink, which is in the new in colours, well, the in colours for this year and next year. And we've got Melon Mambo, which has been around a long time, hence the pad. I only buy new pads when they come out. And then we've got Magenta Madness. So all of them are lovely pink colours, and any one of these would work. And you can combine the colours together and get just slightly different tonal looks without changing it. So those are the sorts of colours I thought that we'd work with. And then we want a piece which is 1/4 inch smaller to go inside, and then a scrap piece. So and I haven't decided whether I'm going to do it as a 1 layer one or I'm going to do it and cut it out. I might do it as a 1 layer one. But you can always fussy cut and take it out. So that's the colour that we're working with. And I wanted to make it a fun one. So we're going to use the Awesome Otters celebration stamp set. So you can you can't buy it. It's only available for a limited period of time. So it's only available to the end of the month, end of February, which is a 28-day month. So it's a short one. And you can get it if you put an order through with me for £45 or more. You can get this one absolutely free. So it's a way of, when you're placing orders, of getting something on top. I wouldn't suggest just placing an order if you don't need to, but if you do, this is a really quite fun one, and it's lovely for all sorts of occasions. You are utterly awesome. It's birthday time. Love those. We're going to use this one with his little hands in the air, and you can see I've been doing bits and pieces with it. So nice red rubber, or what they call cling stamps now, but basically a red rubber, which means that the detail is a little bit more. So it is really rather a nice one. Now I'm going to put it on. I think it should fit perfectly on here. Let's just have a little look and see. Yes, that'll go on there all right. Okay, so I'm going to do this in Memento, because Memento is a water-based ink, and you want to use a water-based ink if you are using blends which are alcohol. You do that so that it doesn't smudge or blend, sort of disintegrate if you use something different. So I'm going to put it down at about, no, I'm not, I'm going to put it in the centre, or as near to the centre as I can. But you can see you get a lot of detail with red rubber stamps. I really like them. They are my favourites. I go back to the old school days where I used to like the stamps that we did that were on the wooden blocks, and they were just something that you could have and keep forever, and touch and stroke and all of those good things. But things change, and that's fine, but I do prefer red rubber over anything. However, our photopolymer, if you're trying to line something up, that's perfect. Now that's all we're using from this set, but I want to do a little bit of colouring now. Really easy colouring on this one. So I'm using ivory and bronze, which are the old 2 tones of colours, we now have a new set which will be coming out shortly. In fact, it might have already just come out, which you can get all of the, I think it's 10 different skin tones. So they're quite good to have. So I'm going to do this with the ivory on the inside and bringing it down. In fact, I think this one's probably running out as well. The only thing that I would say that they don't last as long as they might, and obviously they're not refillable, so you have to buy new ones. But as I say, we've got quite a lot of different coloured tones coming out, so I think they might be quite good. Now I want to do this round on here. I like to do it up above and to come through on the face here, because I think that it, for me, it makes it look more realistic if it comes sort of slightly higher. I don't like it dark all the way around the eyes. So now we're going to use the I don't think I can get them off this side. No, that's the other thing, they're not the easiest to get the lids off. Sometimes they get stuck, so I'm going to just do this over on here. You can see this is a lot juicier, but it seems to be, there's no sort of rhyme or reason of why some of them seem to dry out quicker, even though you've used them exactly the same amount of time. But they're not overly expensive, so you know, it's one of those things that I tend to, it's a bit like glue and dimensionals and things. I always, when I'm putting an order in, I always think, oh, just add some glue and a packet of dimensionals, and then that's that covered. I always look at things like white cardstock. You know, have I got enough white left? And you know, with the blends as well, it's the sort of thing that you can just add a packet of blends in on there as well. So, you know, always think of that. It's always the thing that you place your order for your stamps and things, and then get afterwards go, oh, I forgot to. And the good thing about the way our shipping works is that the shipping is one price, irrespective of how much you get. So, you know, you could buy everything in the catalogue 5 times over and you'd pay exactly the same shipping cost as if you just bought one item. So it's always worth putting things together, which is why I say as well, you know, if you've got friends that live locally, club together and put your orders in together. I have a few of my customers who live locally to me, so you know, I will put the order in for them, and then they will either pop round or I'll drop the items off for them, and it just saves that little bit on the postage. Okay, so I need to probably do just a little bit down on here, don't I, so that it just joins up. There we go. So that's our little guy that we want, and now we're going to start working on turning it into a Valentine. So there's a couple of stamp sets. There's this Rainbow of Happiness with these little tiny hearts, which I think are rather nice. So I thought we might have a few of those. So I'm going to get those out. Let's just put them there. And then this is probably one of my favourites for Valentine's sentiments. So sending lots of love today and each day after. And this one with the hearts, I think works quite well. I did it with the bunny, you'll probably remember, a few weeks ago when I did the Valentine one, and it was very popular. So I thought, let's have a go and do exactly the same thing with this guy. So I'm going to pick up these, and we need to put them in with Let's have it with polished pink, I think. And you will find that they will stain the photopolymers, but it doesn't make actually any difference at all to the stamp. So I'm going to put this, now I should be able to get it in around where the hands are actually, so I'm hoping to get it just in between there like that. Oh, that works quite well. So we can have that coming up on there. And I am going to do another one sort of coming up, and I just need to make sure that it can come out that way. I think that's quite fun. So we've got the hearts coming out that way. Let me just clean that off, and then what are we going to do? I think we're going to have these little ones as well, because I do quite like the little ones. I think they look quite sweet. So let's make sure I put the right ones back in the right case. If you're ever, just a little tip, if you've ever got lots of stamps out at the same time, always put your stamps back in so that you know which case they come in. Otherwise you'll end up with little pieces left and you won't know quite what to do with them. Now I need to just get a little tiny block for this one. So these are very, very tiny hearts, but I think that they might work. Let's just pick them up, put them in on here, and we'll have them that's quite fun actually. It sort of brings it across. I might just put a, so we've got some one side, the small ones coming through to the large. That actually works quite well. And I think that's probably all that I want to do. I just want to have a little row of hearts. I don't want it to be too busy. I think sometimes we have to be careful that we don't make things overly busy. And I'm very guilty of that. I tend to put lots of bits and pieces in. Okay, so we can put that on there. And then I do want this sentiment. So you could put something quite small in on there, but I do like this. I think it is one of my favourite sentiments. And I'm just going to put this down. Sending lots of love. There we go. And I'm going to put that just down at the bottom, I think. And I'm going to do that in the memento because we coloured it in. And you could, if you wanted to, if you didn't want the whole of it, you could just mask off the bottom bit. But I kind of like that. I like the sending lots of love each and every day. Okay, so that works fine. I need to bring something up over the top here because can you see that it's not balanced now? And that's one thing that is, when you're building a card, you want things to be balanced, so that you want things to flow, as it were. And although that would work with a very tiny sentiment, we do need to just build this up a little bit. So let's get we've got the little hearts still, and we've got the larger ones. So let's put the larger ones in on, whoops, it's all falling out of its case. Let's make sure I've got that. That's the sentiment that goes in this one. I will recap for you on the stamps that I used. But again, you can use what you've got, really. I think most people have got some hearts of some description. So I'm just looking to see where I'm going to put this. And I'm going to stick with the polished pink because it's a little bit more of a subtle pink, which is quite nice. So stamp that up again, and I'm going to take it in from this little piece here, I think. So that can go up in there. That's good. Now we need to get the little one again to just build it in, because some of these hearts, they're supposed to go on the back of the lorry, the truck, in this one, so they go on the back so that they sit here, but you can sort of work them out because they're abstract enough that they'll work okay. So now we're taking the little tiny one and we're just going to build that up in on here a bit. So I just want to take the outside first. And then we'll just take the inside pieces like that. I think that's fine. We might be able to get just another one in just on there. There we go. So I think that works. I think that works better than the other. So we've got this nice sort of array of hearts all the way around, and a mixture of large and small. And then we can put this one on here. And you can see you've got a really lovely, sweet, sending lots of love Valentine's card, which, as I say, would go for lots of people and just a bit of fun, but very quick and simple to do. So what did we use? We used the little tiny hearts from the Rainbow of Happiness. We used the Sending Lots of Love Today and Each Day After from Best Delivery, and the hearts from Best Delivery. There's some larger hearts as well, so I could have actually done that if I wanted to put a heart in his tummy or something like that. And then we used the Awesome Otters to do the otter on there. And again, you could do one with the one here, and you could do the hearts coming round. So think of the images that you've got that you think, oh, they're quite fun, and see what you can do just by putting an array of hearts round to make it suitable for a Valentine's. So thank you so much as always for watching me. Please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.